Aloha, beautiful souls. This is Ryan of tranSOULution, and welcome to my channel, Transform with Ryan, where I am bringing you that light whenever there are shadows. Now, in this Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are taking a look at the future of your career. We'll be looking at the path ahead, the successes, the triumphs, as well as the challenges and tribulations and trials, okay? And then we'll also be taking a look at whatever information we can gather regarding finances as a result of your career, okay? So this video is going to be focused on your current career. So it's not meant to discuss any changes on your career path or shifts in your calling or your professional work. So it's just what you're doing right now, okay, your current job. So take a look here at the three options. First, we have Blackthorn. Next, we have Mandrake. And the third option is Lily of the Valley. So see which image, which card, which plant resonates with you the most to provide you with the information on the future of your career. And you'll see in the description box down below timestamps to go to your reading. I'm really excited to work more with this new deck that I got, the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck. So I will see you at your reading. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome back to another reading here at Transform with Ryan, where we are looking at the future of your career. And again, this is focusing more on your career as it is now, so this doesn't really apply for those of you that are thinking about a career change. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the path ahead. If you stay in this career of yours, we're going to look at the successes and challenges, and then at the end, we're going to be looking at the finances. Okay, so for those of you that were drawn to this Blackthorn card, the meaning behind this Blackthorn card is really speaking to stepping into and having confidence regarding your abilities, okay? And so for some of you, it might even be that you're not feeling super confident in your abilities yet, or you don't know the full extent and the full capabilities of your abilities. It's like the potential hasn't fully been reached yet, okay? And so what I'm seeing here from Spirit and from the symbolism behind the Blackthorn is that as you progress in your career, your abilities are going to grow. And that, of course, makes sense, right? But what's very specific and important for you to know is that you are going to be recognized for your abilities. Some people stay in the same position for like years and years and years, and they don't necessarily gain any traction or anything. But it's almost like you are going to be valued and appreciated and praised for your skills and abilities over time, and it's going to open up doors for you to get a promotion, become head of your department, regional manager regarding this, right? And so the future of your career definitely has the energies of progress and climbing up the corporate ladder, if you will, okay? And so if you stay in this career path for you, definitely a lot of promotion is what I'm seeing. And I'm also feeling a lot of notoriety for you, Maybe for some of you, it could even be involved like writing a book about what you know in this profession, and that book becomes like a bestseller. People wanting to interview you for a magazine, for a TV show, because you're just getting that much press and popularity, okay? So definitely I'm seeing a lot of recognition for you drawn to the Blackthorn and reaping the benefits of that recognition, however they might look like in regards to your career. Okay, so successes here. We have third chakra. Let's pull a couple cards here for each side. So we have third chakra and temple path for the successes and triumphs, and for the challenges in the future of your career that you'll have to overcome here. What do we have? Okay, Spirit's saying you need a shuffle for this, so let's do that. For the challenges, we have anxiety and all tied up. Okay, so let's start with this first layer here with third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, and the temple path. And so, what I'm seeing here for you is definitely this mentorship. Okay, this mentorship where you are going to become so skilled, so expert in your field that people are going to be coming to you for guidance and knowledge and learning. Okay, and with this third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, what I'm feeling is actually it's a bit linked here with this anxiety card. So your confidence is going to build, but what I'm feeling is that it's building kind of slowly. And that's because here with the anxiety, there's this imposter syndrome that you are experiencing. Are you familiar with imposter syndrome? So it's this kind of trick, if you will, that your mind plays on you, saying that you're not good enough. It's kind of like, who are you to be teaching this stuff? You don't know everything. You're not an expert. You're not as skilled. Who are you to guide somebody through this process? You haven't even made it all the way through yourself, right? It's sort of this negative self talk that we have that really chips away at our confidence and makes us feel like we're not worthy and we're not enough and that we have no business helping other people with something that, or teaching them something, okay? Because it feels like, oh, well, we aren't the expert on it. We didn't do such a great job at it or whatever, okay? So that's imposter syndrome. It's your mind making you feel as if you are lying and misrepresenting yourself to people. So that's something that you'll have to overcome. And you will definitely overcome that. Your confidence will build up for sure. That's a success that you will experience. But again, it's going to take some time. It's not going to be an easy process for you, but you will attain it. And here with the third chakra, it's this yellow color. So it's the sun. So again, it's speaking to what we were talking about with the Blackthorn. It's like you are going to be the center of attention. The spotlight is going to be on you. Like people are going to know you. They're going to be saying your name. You're going to be a topic of conversation. So, and it's going to be good things. Okay. I'm feeling that this imposter syndrome stuff, it's like people aren't really saying you're not qualified. This is only you, your inner thoughts, your self talk. No one is actually saying this to you. So it's kind of like you're your own worst critic and your own worst enemy in this situation. Okay, so that's going to be a big facet of your challenge because your successes, what I'm seeing here is like everybody around you is on board and everyone around you believes in you and sees how awesome and great you are. It's just for whatever reason, I think it's going to be different for each of you. You don't easily buy into that. You're kind of the extreme end of humble, where it's like, I don't know why everyone's making such a big deal about me. Like, I'm not that great. And people are like, no, you really are. You're kind of awesome. And so that is part of the success here and the challenges. So not only do you have this imposter syndrome situation happening here, but also what I'm seeing is with challenges is you're really going to have some rough patches when it comes to managing your time, okay? So all tied up is making me think of like, oh, I'm tied up in this meeting. I'm tied up on this phone call. My hands are tied. I can't do anything about this. And so what I'm really feeling is time is going to be one of the challenges for you to overcome, time management. And part of it is what I'm feeling is you really want to do your best and help a lot of people, no matter how much time it takes. But as your popularity grows, as your responsibilities go, you're going to have to cut people off. And that's going to feel really uncomfortable for you at the beginning because it's kind of like, I don't want to be rude. I want to make sure everybody is heard and that everybody's opinion is voiced and is taken into consideration. And it's like, yo, we don't got time for that. There are so many minutes in a day, and like this meeting, we only have 1 hour. And so we have to come to a decision right here and right now. Everyone's not going to be able to speak in that hour time. And so it's just get the important information out there. And if people are blathering on and like, going on and on and on and on and not getting to the point, it's like you have to cut them off and you have to be like, yo, what is your vote here? I asked you yay or nay. I didn't ask for an explanation of like why you vote the way you did, like just yay or nay, right? And so that's going to be part of your challenge moving forward in your career, is really stepping into that leadership role where you're going to have to make some tough decisions to, again, cut people off. Maybe there are going to be points in time where it's like you're not going to be able to take other people's opinion into consideration. It's like you have to make the call, okay? No one else. So that's going to be a big barrier for you, again, because of this imposter syndrome thing you got going on. So let's take a look here at some tarot cards to explain this successes and triumphs here, as well as the challenges, the trials and tribulations, all right? Okay, so over here on the success side, we have Mother of Cups, the Empress, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so let's just move this over a little bit so you can see them. Fabulous. So what I'm really getting here as part of your successes is, again, a lot of people are gonna look up to you. With the Mother of Cups and the Empress, there's like this, you have really amazing people skills. You get along really well with people, and that's what helps people put their trust and their faith in you and their abilities, is because they like you. Okay, you're very, very likable, and you really nurture and nourish them, and it shows that you really care about them. That's what this Six of Coins energy is saying. Is like you really care for the well-being of other people. And that doesn't mean like you're in healthcare or anything like that. It's just like you care about everybody's happiness. You care that everybody's needs are being met. You care, again, that people are being heard, that they feel like their opinions matter, that they matter. And that's part of what feeds into your success, is people really feel seen and heard by you. And so, of course, they want to return that, and they want to help, and they want to support you. So it's like with this Six of Coins, you do so much for them that it's very natural that they want to help and support you in whatever way you can. You nourish them. You make them feel good about themselves, about what's going on in the work situation. And you're so empathic, and you can recognize their feelings about things, but again, still come to a good decision and a good choice. And they trust you with that. And then and I'm sensing they respect you for that, okay? And what's really beautiful that's coming through here for me is, even if you make a choice that isn't the same choice that they voted on or what they made, they still trust you to know that it was the right choice, okay? So say they're like, oh, we should all switch to an hour lunch. And your vote and the vote of the majority is like, okay, no, we should need to keep it at half-hour lunch breaks, kind of thing, right? The people that voted for the hour lunch, they're not going to resent you or hold it against you. They trust you, and they're like, okay, well, as long as you say that's the best choice for us right now, we'll trust you, even though that's not the option we chose or the option we voted for. Okay, so that's really beautiful. I love that for you. So let's take a look here at anxiety. Oh my gosh, look at this. The Nine of Swords, how appropriate. Again, this spirit is just emphasizing like, yo, you got to get out of your head here. And spirit is saying one of your challenges is you are creating problems where there aren't any. It's like you see it as a problem, but no one else does. It's because you're so hypercritical of yourself, and like you're having, again, this imposter syndrome energy. And so, as part of your future energy and your challenge is overcoming this overthinking and being like a worrywart about stuff. And it's like you have this nervous, anxious energy where it's almost like perfectionism working against you, where it's like, I just want everything to work out right. I just want to make sure everyone's happy. And it's like, well, you can't make everybody happy, hun. And not everything is going to come out perfect. There are going to be some mistakes. There are going to be some rough patches. There are going to be some things that will fall through the cracks, right? And it's just like a sign of a good leader is also being able to manage those situations, okay? And troubleshoot and be flexible. And so there's no need to worry about it because those things are just going to happen regardless. No matter how much you try to prevent them, they will happen. And Spirit wanted me to say to you as well that worrying is basically praying for what you don't want to happen. I'm going to say that again because when I first heard that, it really like, whoa, it was like, oh my God, epiphany. Worrying is like praying for what you don't want to happen. Okay, so Spirit is saying, lighten up, ease up. We have the Six of Wands, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so what these cards here are saying is, in the challenge position anyway here, is that it's not gonna be easy for victory or success, okay, and stability. In fact, there are going, as you rise up in rank, as you move forward in your career and in your progression as a professional, whatever job you have, okay, that there's gonna be a constant change, okay, a constant flow of energy. You're not going to be able to sit on your butt very long and just kind of be like, oh, okay, now we have peace. Now we don't have to scramble. Everything's in order here. Like the nature of your work is to constantly adapt, constantly be flexible, okay? Like stability and just coasting is not gonna be part of the picture for you, alrighty? And definitely you're going to have to put in work, time, and effort for success. Okay, to achieve the victory, to achieve your goals. It's gonna take, some people say it's gonna take blood, sweat, and tears, all right? So you're going to really have to put in some effort. And I'm sensing that a lot of that effort is actually going to be getting out of your own way. Again, because overthinking and worrying, that's going to be a major drain on your energy. But once you're able to master that and tap into peace and bliss and satisfaction and contentment type of energy versus focusing on like what went wrong, you're going to be able to overcome this. Okay, and it won't weigh you down and drain you as much as it did previously. All right, so yeah, I believe that's everything that wanted to come through with that. So when it comes to finances, Spirit was telling me something very interesting. Spirit was telling me to take this tea leaf fortune card deck and pull out the months of the year. And this one already came out, so I'll pull this out in a second, but I wanted to explain this. And so the months of the year are gonna be sort of like a measurement, wealth meter, if you will, regarding the finances. So January is the first month. So that's like, okay, you're managing, it's working out. And 12, which is December, is like, wow, rich AF, like rolling in the dough, rolling in the money, like, oh my gosh, there is no need for you to worry. Like, you can't spend this money fast enough. Okay, so that's the scale of finances. So the one that flipped out for you is dun dun dun, June. So number 6. So you're kind of straddling that dynamic, those extreme points here. Okay, so what I'm getting here is definitely you're making a cush sort of income here, and your finances are looking really promising, where it's what I'm feeling with this energy is you can definitely indulge. Okay, so it's not like you have to really be a penny pincher here. You have a lot of opportunities to go on vacation, upgrade things, upgrade your ticket, upgrade your car, upgrade your house, upgrade your phone plan, upgrade your clothing, your jewelry. So you have a lot of opportunities there to upgrade. Now, I'm also going to pull some tarot cards just to give you some advice and guidance on financial situation here, and just to kind of help you be aware and tap into your financial frequency. So some guidance to help you achieve your financial goals here and call into this energy. Now, of course, by no means am I trying to like give you financial advice as like where to invest things and how to spend your money. That's not what this part is. It's just some more insight on it, okay? And more like your mindset around finances. Also, we have the Two of Cups here. We have the Magician. Oh, I love it. And we have the Four of Wands. And so the information here is like really obvious. So when it comes to law of attraction and mindset and wealth creation, it's making me think of that book, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, and so what I'm seeing here with that messaging is you create your financial success. So you set your financial barometer, if you will. Okay, you set your financial norm, and everything fluctuates up and down from that. Okay, that's I've heard it referred to as your financial thermostat. Okay, and it's really linked to your belief in what you're capable of doing. Okay, and your belief in what you're worthy of. Okay? And so, what I'm seeing here is definitely the thing that can restrict you is your faith in yourself. So if you're like, oh, well, I'm not that great, right? Again, that imposter, like, I'm not that great. Well, then that energy is going to be reflected back on you when it comes to your finances. Okay, so it's gonna be like, well, I'm not worthy of abundance. And so people might be tempted to underpay you for the work that you do. Okay, so that's kind of a reflection and some guidance and wisdom for you to really own your power, gain confidence in your abilities, like we were talking about earlier, and then your pay will reflect that. The more confident you are in what you can do, then the higher the income is going to be. And with this Two of Cups, what I'm sensing with this energy is for sure a lot of partnering up with people is going to be a key element of your financial wealth. And it's like, what I'm getting is you can't really do it alone. Okay, you're gonna have to work with people, and that's gonna bring your wealth up exponentially. So I'm sensing like a partnership. Okay, like having a business partner, creating a team around you, like a management team. I'm getting as well, and for some of you, I'm sensing even like it's important for you to speak with a financial advisor, like an accountant, someone to really look at the books and help kind of clean it up, is what I'm hearing. Clean it up and make sure that there aren't any financial drains or leakages when it comes to your personal income, and if you're a business owner, the income of the business itself. Okay? Ooh, very, very interesting. So I'm glad to hear you're going to be pretty cush, living a comfortable life there if in the future of your career. So for those of you that really resonated and enjoyed this reading and you're calling stuff in, make sure to comment those things down below. And I invite you to like and subscribe to this channel as well if you resonate with the messages. You can always go to another reading here if you're open to that by clicking this link right above. Now, for those of you that are on this self-development journey, this self-improvement journey, a spiritual awakening kind of path, especially now that we're talking about financial thermostat and building self-confidence and self-worth, I encourage you and invite you to book a discovery call with me. The link is in the description box down below, because I'm being called to do more coaching and take some one-to-one clients, and also do other types of coaching as well. And so if you're ready to take that step forward and really own your power, step into your destiny, book that one-to-one discovery call with me. And I look forward to seeing ways in which I can help you achieve your goals. All right, Star fam? So until next time, sending you all so much love and cosmic hugs. Bye. Hey there, Star fam. Welcome to your reading for the future of your career. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be taking a look at your path ahead, the successes and the triumphs, the challenges, trials, tribulations. We're going to look at those. And we're also going to kind of get a sense of financial future, okay, as related to your career. Now, as I mentioned before, this is just for if you stay in the career you are in right now. So for those of you that are thinking of changing a career, but you're not in that new career yet, then this reading is not going to give you information on the outcome of your career change. It's merely going to give us information on what will be a possible future if you stay in the present career. Alrighty, so let's get into this. Those of you that were drawn to the Mandrake, what's coming through with this energy right here is with the Mandrake, it takes up to 3 years for it to reach its full potency, okay? And so what that really symbolizes is that it's going to take a lot of time. Time laying the foundation down, okay, before you can profit and receive a lot of yield and dividend and exponential growth, right? I'm seeing this like stock market kind of energy here where it's like, okay, you're gonna have to keep putting a little bit of money every year, every paycheck into this stock, but you're not gonna be able to profit and gain from it until you retire, right? And so that's kind of what I'm seeing here with your career. Obviously, it's not going to take that long for many of you, but it's just like you're really going to have to work hard to lay a very solid foundation. It's going to take time with it. All right. It's not going to be like overnight success kind of energy here. And what I'm feeling too, it's not going to necessarily be like a stroke of luck, right? That you're going to have to work for it. It's not what I'm hearing is, in the world of careers and profession, there is this energy of nepotism that's present, where it's like favoritism here, and really that's not the course of your career, where you're going to be like get your successes and wins because you're the favorite one. It's gonna be based on your talent and abilities alone, okay? And I think that's really the fairest thing to do, to be quite honest. Like, yeah, it's great that people are willing to help someone out, but when it comes to getting promotions and getting raises, I'm like, no, I think it should go to the most skilled person. So that's my personal bias. Not saying that that has any bearing on your future or anything like that, but just know that whatever successes you have, it's because you earned it. And I think that's amazing because it just is a testament to your skills and abilities, okay? Now, the other thing that is important to know about the Mandrake is that you're going to really need to keep your eyes and ears opened and peeled for opportunities, because they're not just going to always land on your lap. So you're going to have to make inquiries. You're going to have to ask around and be like, hey, so I heard that a position is going to be opening up soon. Is that true? What can I do to increase my chances of landing this position, landing this role, getting picked for this elite team, or getting picked to be a member of the board? Like, what do I gotta do to move on up here? What do I gotta do to get this raise? So you're going to have to be proactive in that, okay? People aren't just gonna like, hey, you're doing such a great job, like, I think you should get a raise. Here you go. It's not gonna be like that, okay? All right, so let's take a look at the energies of success and the energies of challenges. All right, so we're gonna pull a couple cards for each of those to get some insight on that for your career moving forward. This reading is turning out to be a lot more interesting so far than I was thinking. And so I'm having a lot of fun doing this and sharing some good news with everybody. So we have door to value here in the success and walking away. Oh, interesting, interesting. And over here, oh, wow, that's wild. We had this card come out here in the challenges for another reading. We have anxiety, and we have 7th chakra archangel Uriel. Ooh, wow, okay. I love this. I love this. Wow, I'm seeing so many things coming through here for you all now with this information. So shall we start here with the successes? Okay, sounds good. So What I'm seeing here with the success is door to value. And so with this door, someone has to open it. Someone has to make the make people aware of the value. Okay? So what does that mean? That means you are going to have to open the door, let the light in as to your skills, your abilities. All right? You have to really be an advocate and market yourself and show yourself off and educate people on your talents, your skills, your abilities, what you have to offer. So, for many of you, I'm sensing perhaps you have a career in the fine arts, right? Like painting, music, poetry, writing, pottery, creating something, right? And so you have to let everybody know how valuable and how beautiful your art is. Okay, maybe some of you are even in media, like again, singing, maybe acting, Broadway, theater, performance arts kinds of thing. And for others of you, I'm sensing a strong energy for entrepreneurship, right? You have some kind of business, you have some kind of product that you sell here. And so you really have to make people open the doors and say, hey, this is what I got in here. This is what I'm offering. This is what I can do for you. Your success is dependent on that. And you will actually have a lot of success in that, okay? You're going to be able to help people be aware of the value of your product, and people are going to easily see that. But again, kind of pulling in this energy of the Mandrake, it's not going to come without you doing anything. So you're going to have to keep an eye out on marketing strategies, how to market yourself, right? And showcase, that's a great word, showcase what you have to offer and the value of your products. And the other thing here with the success that I'm seeing is actually there's a couple of things. So one thing is your success is also going to come from someone else stepping down or kind of moving out of the way, okay? And what's coming through as kind of like an example is like, say somebody has a ice cream shop, right? And this person wants to retire. They don't want to sell ice cream anymore. They maybe want to start a new business. And so they, sell the ice cream shop and move on, or they want to move to another location or whatever it is. So now, because you love selling ice cream and you have an ice cream business, you can go in and buy that property, take over the business, whatever it is. So your success is going to lie in someone else walking away from it. Okay? And that's what you need to be looking out for, is these opportunities. And for those of you that maybe have a more traditional job, it's like someone is going to vacate a position and you need to swoop in and apply for it. Take that job. Okay? So you're going to be made aware of these opportunities here. And it could be in another department or something, like what's coming through as another example is for those of you that are maybe actors or in the performance arts, is like somebody's gonna have to cancel a gig, and it's like you need to get in there right away and say like, oh, hey, I can fulfill that role, I can play this gig, I can do that part. Like, you need to jump in there. And then that's going to be an opportunity again to showcase your skills, showcase your value. All right. And over time, as you take advantage of all these opportunities, then you're going to start to reap the rewards, and it's going to flip. And instead of you having to like ask and say, hey, I could do that, or can I have that job, or can I do this thing for you, people are going to start seeking you out. Okay, so eventually it's going to flip. But in the beginning, you're really going to have to get outside of your comfort zone. And that's going to lead me into this here. All right. The challenge here is really hyping yourself up. There's a little bit of anxiety about that. So that's one of the challenges here, is hyping yourself up. Oh, sorry, pause. I also said there was something else about this walking away. Okay. So not only are you going to be able to tap into a lot of opportunities from other people walking away from them, but what's also interesting is when those things flip, you're going to be excellent at bargaining and negotiating because you are going to build this like portfolio, this resume, this track record behind you of success, and you're going to be able to walk away from some offers and some deals because you're like, no, I'm worth more than that. Like, I'm not doing that. That doesn't resonate with me. Or this is, you are underpaying me, and that's not cool, right? So that's a great negotiating and bargaining tool, is that you, to be able to go into a situation and know that you can walk away. Know that you don't need this job. You don't need this account. You don't need this position. You don't need this whatever, right? Like, you can walk away. It's like, yeah, if you get it, that would be great, but you don't need it because you're already doing well. Okay, so there's that bit. Now here with the anxiety, so definitely this need to have to market yourself and really advocate for yourself in the beginning is going to be very uncomfortable for you. It's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking because maybe you're just not used to doing that and sticking up for yourself and demanding what is rightfully due to you because of what your contributions are. That's going to be part of the anxiety. But the other part of the anxiety, again, is coming to this slow pace that things seem to be moving for you, okay? It's like you're putting in all this time, you're putting in all this effort, and it feels to you like you don't have much to show for it yet, okay? And that's going to cause you a little bit of anxiety because you're going to start wondering, like, am I doing something wrong? Am I on the right path? Like, geez, I don't know. And that's going to create some worry in you. And Spirit is saying, like, no, you are on the right path, okay? It just takes time, again, to build that foundation, all right? You know, what it's making me think of is, like, actors and singers where it's like, you know, your first year out, you're not going to be playing at, sold out arenas and like Madison Square Garden, right? You're going to have to play at smaller venues first, more local venues that maybe seat, 500 or 1,000 people rather than 10,000 people, okay? You're not going to be performing at these sold out shows. Maybe your first movie or your first role isn't going to be this breakout role, right? Like the lead in a Hollywood production. Maybe you're going to be a supporting role or like a little cameo kind of role at first. But over time, it's like you're meeting people, you're making connections, you're establishing yourself, building this reputation within the community, within the career field, okay? And it's just gonna take time, hun. Like, Spirit is just like, it's gonna take time, but you will get there, okay? Now here with the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, that's about your intuition that we were talking about earlier, keeping your eyes peeled and seeing opportunities where other people might miss it. So the challenge here is you're not going to trust yourself and you're going to be like, oh, I'm just imagining things, or oh, they won't really pick me, right? Like, you're going to kind of get in your own way when you receive these guidance, this download, this information, when your intuition is like, hey, like, go to this coffee shop and you're going to see this advertisement on the bulletin board in the coffee shop, for example, that's looking for someone who has your talents, who has your skills. And you're going to be like, oh, I don't really want to do that. Or I don't even know how they're going to pay me. All it is, here's the phone number. Maybe this is a sham. Maybe this is a sham. Or scam, I guess. Maybe this is a scam. Like, this is probably some kind of like solicitor, whatever. And so you're going to talk yourself out of these opportunities. And Spirit's like, no, this is a sign, right? 7th chakra is all about connecting with the collective consciousness, having that intuitive mind, being open to possibilities, open to receiving from the infinite, abundant universe. And part of you is not able to receive that, and part of you like doubts and doesn't trust. It's like, okay, yeah, this opportunity is right there, but is it really for me? And Spirit is like, yeah, it is. There's an opportunity there, okay, behind it all. So go with it. Follow the signs, follow the messages and the guidance. All right, so let's get some tarot to clarify and give some more insight here on these successes and challenges. Let's see what more information we can get here about the future of your career path. Oh, this is so much fun. I'm like loving these messages coming through for everyone. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers from Spirit. First with your successes, and next with your challenges. So we have Three of Cups. Amazing, amazing. Mother of Cups. And wow, a lot of Cups energy. It's like all Cups energy on this side. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay? So let's just pause and take a look at this here before we go to the challenges. So definitely what I'm seeing here is a lot of community building, a lot of fans, okay? So as you establish trust, as you establish rapport with people, they're going to want to turn around and support you. They're gonna be like, oh my God, did you try this beverage or this dish that so-and-so made? Like, it's delicious, you should try it. And maybe people are even going to purchase your products and give them as gifts to people, right? People just really want to come together and support you and help you achieve your goals and your dreams. And it's because they believe in your product, they believe in your skills and your abilities. There's like, oh my God, did you see so and so in this role? Like, they would be perfect to play this other role in this upcoming film or TV show or musical, right? So you're gonna eventually have this network, this community. But again, it's going to take time to build it, but you are going to have a crazy amount of supporters. Like, I'm seeing too, your social media account is going to like blow up over time. It's really going to gain a lot of traction. And the work that you do helps people feel good. That's what I'm seeing here. So with the Mother of Cups energy, it just helps people feel good. And this Nine of Cups, I'm hearing this energy of fulfillment of people. Like, whatever it is that you offer for people, they feel like they're receiving it. Okay, they don't feel like they're getting gypped or they're coming up short. Like, they feel like I'm getting what I paid for here. All right. Again, depending on what service or industry you're in, it's like, people buy your art, they really value your art and they feel like it's appropriately priced. Okay. And for you people that have a business, it's like they see the value and they feel like you care and you nourish and nurture them. I'm hearing, for especially those of you that are like coaches, that people really do feel that rapport and connection with you and they value it tremendously. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. I love this beautiful energy exchange that's happening here with your success, and that your clients and your audience really, truly adore you. Okay. So let's look at these challenges. So we have the Eight of Cups. Oh, the 10 of Cups. Wow, my gosh, cups, 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 cups. Okay, here, the Six of coins. Okay. So I'm getting a few messages here already for you all. So here with this Six of Coins, what I'm sensing from this is you're definitely at times feeling like you have to do everything on your own, and you're kind of like begrudging that. It's like, God, if I have, like, no one's out here to help me, no one's trying to assist me with this, and that's kind of blocking your energy a little bit, to think that nobody wants to work with you or nobody's trying to throw you a bone or cut you some slack. That's what I'm seeing here, is that you can, like, part of your journey forward here is you might be getting a bit jaded and you might start to feel a little bit hopeless. And you're like, oh God, is all my energy just futile? Is it like, I feel like I'm not reaping the benefits of all my hard work just yet. I feel like I'm putting in so much and not getting much in return. And it's going to cause you to feel a little bit of heartbrokenness here. And you're going to be very tempted to abandon your course, because you're just going to feel quite unhappy with it, okay? Because this is a challenge here. Normally, the Ten of Cups speaks to emotional fulfillment. And this challenge here is you're like not feeling emotionally fulfilled because it's taking, again, a little bit more time and energy and effort than you really wanted to put into it. And Spirit is saying, like, no, it's going to work out. Trust me. You are building something here that's going to, you're going to be able to reap the rewards with time, okay? The key thing here, though, is like, what I'm hearing from Spirit is it's not going to be a quick flip. This is not going to be a situation where you get a quick high, an immediate high, an instant feeling of self-gratification. Like that's not happening here. And so Spirit is like, hey, temper yourself, okay? Have a little bit of patience with this energy because it's building. That's what I'm seeing. All of a sudden I'm seeing this like pot, this cauldron, and it's like you're putting it in, and it just has to marinate. It has to simmer, right? It has to cook a little bit before you can really fully enjoy it. And Spirit is like a crock pot. You know how the crock pot, things cook for 2 or 3 hours on those things, right? But my gosh, when you pull that roast out of there or the ribs, it's like the meat becomes so tender, it like falls off the bone, and it's so full of flavor and sauce, and it's delicious. So that's kind of what Spirit is saying. Oh my gosh, of course, I love my food analogies here because I love eating. But it's like, yes, it's going to take a lot of time and effort to make this dish before you can really enjoy it. And your mouth is going to be watering and your stomach is going to be growling. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I just need to nibble on something else. I just need something else to kind of stay my hunger. But Spirit's like, no, hang in there. It's going to be worth it. You don't want to ruin your appetite. Okay? So that's the energy here, the challenge that you're going to have to work with. Oh my God, that example was like literally the best. Thank you, Spirit, for that. So let's take a look at finances, okay? So the way I felt called and negotiated with Spirit to have this come through is I got the months of the year from the tea leaf fortune cards, and it's gonna give us like a barometer, a measuring stick, if you will. Where January is a level 1 in finances, and that really speaks to like, okay, you're gonna be okay financially, like you're gonna be able to feed yourself, clothe yourself, and pay for shelter and things like that, but you're not gonna necessarily be rolling in the dough, and you're not gonna have a lot of opportunities to be frivolous with your money, for example. And on the opposite end is December, which is the 12th month, and that is like lots and lots and lots of money. It's like you have more money than you know what to do with, okay? So that's gonna be our scale. So let's take a look at your financial barometer, your financial temperature here, okay? To get some idea of the possibilities for your future. And that one fell out. So, dun 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 dun, we have June. Oh, interesting. This actually came out for the other reading as well. So maybe you get some information there from the Blackthorn reading. If you felt called to that card as well, you might want to listen to it, okay? There could be something for you to gain. So this is month number 6, so like smack dab in the middle of the calendar year. And so what that's really saying is like, hey, you're definitely going to be able to enjoy the money you're making. You're going to be very comfortable here, and you're going to have opportunities, not always, but you're going to have some opportunities to indulge a little bit, okay? Splurge, go on a shopping spree here and there, and, book a 5-star hotel or upgrade to first class with your plane ticket. So you're going to have those opportunities there to get nice things and do nice things for yourself without breaking the bank. You're just not going to be able to do it all the time. All right? So let's get some further insight and information on the financial future there in regards to your career, and see some important things for you to know and keep in mind when it comes to the financial aspects. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, The Hermit. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. So two major arcana. Oh, and the Four of Wands. This card literally showed up in this exact same spot for the Blackthorn reading. So again, if you were drawn to the Blackthorn card as well, Spirit is like really saying go listen, because this card is in the same position. This card is in the same position. This card was over here, but it was on this side. This card was on this side actually too. So I don't want to spoil the whole thing to you because the messages are in there. But yeah, anyways, again, if you felt called to Blackthorn, it was for a reason. Go ahead and listen to that one as well. But what I'm seeing here for your reading for the Mandrake is a lot of solitary energy here. Okay, so what I'm sensing and what I'm feeling here is that you are going to be like earning your money. Okay, I what I'm seeing here is there's not going to be a lot of donations being given out to you, like hand me downs or charity cases here. Like you are definitely going to be earning your keep. Okay, it's not like people are going to be like, oh, I have pity on you, let me give you an extra $5,000. Like, no, that's not the situation here. That you will definitely have this balance of what you do and what you receive. Okay, so that's beautiful, I think. So there's no excess happening here when it comes to an energy exchange where someone is overpaying, overcommitting, giving too much. Like, it doesn't seem like anything like that is happening. So that also tells me too, these negotiations are going to be very, very successful, because all those instances in which, you know, you're going to be, someone is trying to take advantage of you or trying to pull a fast one on you, like you're going to catch it right away and you're like, nope, I'm not having any part of it. And yeah, actually, what I'm seeing with the Hierophant is you are going to be able to tell when someone's trying to play you, when someone is trying to game you. It's like no one's going to be able to pull a fast one on you here, because you are just so wise. And, you know, once you step into your intuition, it's like definitely no one is going to be able to lie or deceive you. Like, it's going to be a lost cause. And people are, you're going to build that reputation as well, where it's like, oh, yeah, don't even try to take advantage of this person, because they'll sense it and they can smell it. And if you do that, it's over, game over. Like they're going to be able to walk away and you're going to have lost this opportunity to work with them. Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. I love that energy here in regards to the finances. So it's like no one's going to rip you off. No one is going to, you know, kind of steal from you, if you will, okay? Or take a bigger piece of the cake, going back to my food analogies, right? Everyone's gonna get their appropriate slice from the pie and the cake, whichever one you choose to eat, okay? And here there's a lot of celebrating I'm feeling for your energies, which is a little bit different from the other reading, but this one, the energies here are a lot about celebration, okay? You're gonna have a lot of reasons to celebrate here, and once the wins start coming in, okay? It's almost like, oops, sorry. It's almost like working hard, and a little bit of success, and then bang, success, doing well, right? And and I think that's such a beautiful progression for the future, for your career and such. Okay, my loves? So let me know in the comments down below what resonated with you from your reading. What things are you calling into your reality? And of course, I invite you to like and subscribe to this channel as well if you're feeling the vibes here. For another reading, if you're open and ready, you can click that link right up there in the top right corner to go to it. But for those of you, I wanted to just put this offer out there that you'll see in the description box below a link to my Calendly schedule, and I encourage you who are feeling called and feeling that desire to dive even deeper on your self-discovery, self-improvement, personal development path here, your spiritual awakening journey, and you are in need of that coaching, that guidance, that insight, and helping to nurture and nourish you as you pursue your goals, definitely reach out to me and let's see how we can work together, all right? So book that appointment with me if you feel called to work with me in that capacity. I know I've been called by Spirit to open up my schedule and my calendar to take some clients on to really be of service, all right? So until next time, my dear, sending you so much love and cosmic hugs. Take care. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And we are taking a look today at the future of your career. We're going to be looking at the path ahead, successes, triumphs, and challenges, trials, tribulations. And we'll also kind of take a look at the financial energies as well. Now, this reading, once again, is for if you stay on your current career or in your current job. So, whatever your line of work is, okay? Not if you like shift careers and go into a completely different industry. That's not what we're looking at here in this reading. So just please keep that in mind. Now let's get into this Lily of the Valley. I'm so thrilled to be using the Seed and Sickle deck. It's been a few months where I was like, oh, this deck looks really cool, but I've like put off buying it, and then I just couldn't resist anymore. I just really wanted to work with this deck and felt it calling to me so I could learn more about all the wonderful plants. And so the message from Lily of the Valley is two things, okay? The first thing here is that part of the future of your career is really about courage and taking risks and stepping outside of your comfort zone. Okay, so the success here with your career is not really about playing it safe and seeking out, comfort and what is the easiest thing for me to do. Like, that is not at all what is the basis of the future of your career. Okay, it's about taking risks, taking chances. And the second thing with Lily of the Valley is that, there's a part of this plant that has really powerful medicinal qualities. And then there's other parts of the plant that can be actually quite toxic and poisonous. And what that really is speaking to is that you are going to have to use a lot of discernment here, and looking beyond the surface of things. You're going to have to feel into the energies, okay? And so, again, going back to the first point about taking these risks, being courageous and bold, taking chances, it's about feeling into it, okay? It's like your mind might see something as taking a risk or taking a chance. Sorry, my mind went blank for a moment. But your soul or your spirit is saying, hey, look beyond the surface here. There's more to this picture than what meets the eye, okay? Or if something looks really promising and really tempting, but inside you're like, something doesn't feel right here. Something is not being said, something is not being revealed. Like to trust that as well and ask questions and get some clarification on like, what is it that doesn't feel right about this situation? So look below the surface. If something sounds too good to be true, ask questions, discover if that's true, right? It's like, okay, yeah, it actually is too good to be true. If something feels like on paper, it looks like really risky and really like, that sounds crazy, but inside you feel like, actually this just might work. Explore that. Look into that. Again, ask questions. See if you can figure it out, this mystery. All right? So let's pull some energy cards here. We're going to look at first the successes. And, wow, okay. Oops, that didn't go so well. And this card got kind of bent. Peeps. Okay, sorry, Spirit. Sorry, energy cards. Oh, you know what? Spirit just suggested maybe shuffling it like this. Okay, I don't know if that felt much better, honestly. So let's just do a couple of these. And then we're going to cut the deck. So, what do we got coming in as far as successes for your future, the future of your career? We have Goddess of the Moon. Brilliant. And second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Oh, So, wow, this is kind of supporting a little bit about what I was alluding to and speaking about earlier is a lot of the success in your career is going to be taking chances, trusting your intuition. Maybe some of you, you're even going to receive like downloads, or you're going to dream about something, or you're just going to get simply this gut feeling that this is what you need to do. This is where you need to go. This is who you need to hire and work with, or, whatever the situation may be. That a lot of your success is it's going to seem like luck, okay? Because, like, wow, I took a gamble and I got lucky. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's part of it. But also, again, you were tuning into your intuition, you were getting more information, you were diving deeper, feeling things out and trusting it and going with it. And that speaks to this energy here with the second chakra of creation, being creative, and seeing opportunities where other people only see disaster or chaos or loss. Okay. So you have this really innate talent to capitalize on opportunities. And it's kind of reminding me of like the stock market, right? Where, yeah, there's a science and there's a pattern to the stock market, but you can also see beyond just the patterns and you can make wise investments. Um, like that kind of thing. It's like you have this sixth sense for success and prosperity and um, profitability. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sounds really good. That word profitability, I feel is coming through very strong. And, the second chakra here is um, very, very close to the uterus, the womb. And that's where, humans um, are located as they develop and as they grow into their full body as a baby to be birthed and everything. And so what I'm sensing here is it's like you also have this energy about you that wherever you invest or wherever you put your energy into, it really flourishes. It really grows quite, surprisingly. It's like, it's almost like whatever you're doing, other people should do what you do because it works so well. Um, and, actually, um, I almost take that back a little bit because that's not always true. It's almost like someone could do the same thing you're doing, but they just like flop. And you just have this innate ability that wherever you choose to put time and energy and work into, it like naturally blossoms and blooms and grows. Um, wow, that's really magical. It's kind of this phrase came into my mind from spirit, which is so funny. It's like you have a green thumb. It's like, there's those people who like they buy plants and then they can't, for whatever reason, they're not good at taking care of the plants and they wilt and they die. But your plants always grow and they always blossom and they grow really, really big and they produce more flowers than other people's plants. It's like that kind of energy. Oh my God, that's really amazing. I can't wait now to see what the tarot cards have to say to kind of build on this, because this is like, whoa, that's really magical. So challenges here, we have fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, and the thinking man. Okay, so definitely here with challenges. What I'm sensing for you is speaking your mind, asserting yourself. That's going to be a big challenge in your career. Okay. There's going to be moments where you maybe feel like you have no right to say something. You feel like your opinion doesn't matter. You feel like it's not safe to talk, right? And share your thoughts on something. And that's going to be a big challenge for you because honestly, your intuition and your sixth sense that we were talking about, it's going to actually bring a lot of value into things. So, Spirit is saying, overcome this fear of speaking up, speaking out, sharing your thoughts on something, okay? Um, and it could, what I'm getting from Spirit too is it could be something about your childhood, right? Like maybe there was this limiting belief or programming, like this common phrase where it says children should be seen but not heard. Okay, children should be seen but not heard. That could, some variant or form of that could be part of your programming from childhood, where it's like, you know, you feel like you can't say anything, or that you got in trouble for speaking up, right? And so Spirit is saying that's going to be a challenge for you to overcome, okay? Now here with the thinking man, what I'm saying is, this one's very clear and straightforward, is you have this tendency sometimes to overthink, which why, again, is important to trust your gut and follow that gut instinct, okay? And not over rationalize things, because I feel like that sometimes can be overdone for you, where it's like you literally tally up like the pros and cons. Oh my god, it's making me think of that show Never Have I Ever. Have you seen that? It's by Mindy Kaling, is like the creator of the show, and there's the main character, is kind of caught between these two boys that she's interested in and has opportunity to be boyfriend girlfriend with, and she literally creates this chart that says like, okay, what are the pros and cons of this boy, and then what are the pros and cons of this boy, and then like her and her friends tally it up to kind of decide who she's gonna end up dating. So all that to say, sometimes you take it there where you're literally like sitting there with, okay, pro A, pro B, con C, con D, con. Okay, great. I have 3 cons, 2 pros, so I'm not gonna do it, right? And Spirit is saying your real talent doesn't lie in logic, practical thinking. Like your real talent here is gut instinct and intuition. Not that this doesn't have value or importance, because it does, right? But this energy here is really where the money is at for you, okay? What I'm reminded of as well is, for some of you, this could be you have a career in healthcare, or your work involves taking care of other things. It could even be taking care of pets, animals. Maybe you're a nanny and you babysit kids, whatever, something like that, right? And again, it's this, like, yeah, you have a lot of knowledge and like you have a lot of facts, but really it's your ability to feel deeper into the situation, see what's beneath the surface, that makes you stand out, okay? And so, like, for example, when I worked in medicine, several of my colleagues, they were very straight by the book, very like data oriented. It's like, this is what the patient said, this is what's going on, and just like whatever was said, whatever facts, whatever, this is what the lab work says, the x-ray says, like that's what they would focus on, and they would just be almost a bit robotic in that, right? But there are other people who there's this intuition and this gut instinct where it's like, yeah, this is what they're telling me, and I guess it makes sense, but there's something else that they're not sharing. There's something else that I'm missing here, and it's going, and it encourages them to do a deeper look at the answer or the problem, and maybe run more tests, ask more questions, and then this critical or vital piece of information comes through, and it ends up really helping that patient, saving their life, right? It's kind of like there are certain diagnoses and symptoms that are associated with a disease, and some people are like, oh, it's definitely this disease, it's definitely this problem. But then something inside, someone might say, hey, okay, yeah, it could be that problem, but something is telling me it's not. Something is telling me it's something else is the issue here, not that problem, right? And then they run other tests and like, oh my God, this is what the real problem is. This is the real underlying cause. And that's a talent that people in medicine have. That's not something you can teach a person, okay? So you have that. Okay, so let's pull the tarot to get more information on this success and more information on these challenges as well. Oh my God, I'm just loving this reading. This has been so much fun doing this career reading for all of you. All the choices so far have been such fun readings to tap into. Okay, so let's see what we got going on to clarify these successes and triumphs And what do I go on to clarify these challenges? So we have, oh, it's upside down. We have the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. And the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is in the successes here. So what I'm sensing for several of you is that you're not afraid of these gut instincts and you're not afraid of taking some of these challenges or risks. And I meant chances, not challenges. And that's great. Like your risk appetite is higher than most. So that gives you a great starting point here, okay? That there are instances in which you did trust your gut instinct despite whatever the data and information was saying to you, and you noticed success. So really it's a matter of developing that skill, trusting fully in it, always, not just some of the time. So that's a great ability for you, is that you don't give in to anxiety and worry, even though you do tend to overthink things at time. The emotional part doesn't take you over, right? You don't get analysis paralysis. If you've heard that phrase before, like that's not a problem for you, okay? And over time, again, you'll trust your instinct more and more and more, and that will give more and more success, more and more results for you. Here with this Three of Coins, definitely you have this strong foundation here with your intuition and things, and it's really able to build high, take you higher than you otherwise would have gotten without it. Again, you're going to see a lot of this as luck and good fortune, but really you're using this innate intuition and gut instinct to your advantage, and it's going to show where you're really going to be able to capitalize on a lot of this, like wise investments, chances that yield like amazing results. Yeah. I'm like thinking, I feel like there was something else with this. Also, there's a lot of energy being drawn towards you as well. Like you're able to gain a lot of momentum. And whenever you need help, it will come. That's what I'm seeing here. Whenever you need help with something, you'll always get it. You'll never be stuck in a pinch. Eight of Swords here. So definitely what I'm feeling with this energy is you are, how do I put this? Like I want to say you're not blind, okay? It's like you're not blind to opportunity. You're not blind to the risk. It's like you see a lot more than you sometimes let on, all right? And because you're able to get all of this information, both intuitively and data knowledge mind wise, it's like you're not really caught off guard very often. You're not really trapped or backed into a corner very often. Okay, it's like you know how to maneuver in situations, right? You know how to come out triumphant, to come out on top of the mountain. You know how to navigate difficult and challenging situations, and that's really what helps you so much not feel stuck and not, again, be subject to this analysis paralysis and like be a deer in headlights when challenging situations come up. Like you don't have a problem working through them. You're quite skilled. Again, this intuition kind of guides you out of tough spots. Ooh, that's awesome. I like the sound of that for you. That's so cool. Okay, let's look at these challenges here. Ace of Wands, Mother of Swords, and the Star. Ooh, interesting. So as far as challenges go for the energy here, what I am seeing is that sometimes part of the issue here is being grounded. Okay? Because a lot of your energy is up top in the higher chakras, in the throat chakra, in the mind here with the thinking man. And with the goddess, it's like dreams, intuitive, spiritual, woo woo, free spirited energy. So even though you have this second chakra here reflecting that gut instinct, it's like you're also not, part of the challenge for you is you're not grounded. Okay. And it's like with the star, it's like sometimes you don't have this inner compass. It's like you're so intuitive and you're so into the flow. Sometimes it's hard for you to find the trajectory or the path forward, right? This compass guiding you in this direction. A lot of times you can kind of go like this way and then this way and then that way. And this is like you're super flexible, and it's almost like a little bit ADD energy coming through here with that, okay? And so, yeah. And so with that, it's kind of like maybe what you need to identify that will help with this challenge is, what is your true goal? What is your passion here? Okay, and how can you stay focused with that? Okay, what is your career goal ultimately? Like, what are you trying to achieve in the realm of your profession and career? And that will kind of keep you on track. All right, because some of the energy here feels a little bit aimless, okay, and not very focused. So that's going to be one of the challenges for you, is to get focused, get clear on what it is you're trying to do. Um, and you know, Lily of the Valley, as we were talking about, like diving a little bit deeper, not judging a book by its cover, there might even sometimes be this obsessive compulsive nature to that, where it's like, I need to know more, I need to know more, I need to know more, I need to know more. And it's like, okay, when do you stop digging? Okay? And when you just kind of call it. And part of it too is, it's not so much that you need to reassure yourself because your gut instinct is so strong. It's just more like you just want to know. It's like your curiosity sometimes gets the better of you, okay? And it can become this rabbit hole. You know, it's kind of like the when people go on the rabbit hole of social media and the internet. It's like you just click on link after link after link, and you get led down this path, learning more about this. Then you hear something there, you want to learn about that and learn about this, right? It's like you just kind of go down this spiral sometimes. And so, again, like grounding yourself, getting very clear on your intention, like what it is you're trying to achieve and accomplish here at this point in time, and sticking with it, okay? With this Mother of Swords, it goes back towards that fifth chakra here, okay, with the throat chakra. It's really learning how to master your voice and speak the truth, because the Mother of Swords, she gives the truth as it is, honey, and sometimes it's not very pleasant to hear. And so that's part of your challenge, is being able to communicate information that isn't pleasing to hear, like be able to communicate bad news or not so good news, or talk about delays and shortcomings and things like that. Like that's definitely going to be one of your challenges, is how to deliver that type of news. Okay, so let's take a look here at finance. So what was very interesting when I was like working with Spirit to prepare the structure of this reading is Spirit was saying, use the months of the year in the tea leaf fortune deck as a way to create this financial thermometer, okay? And so looking at the financial state for your future, one is the month of January, and it speaks to like, okay, you're going to be able to make ends meet, but you're not going to be rolling in the dough, okay? You'll be able to pay your bills, you'll be able to survive, but you're not going to be like splurging often. Now, 12 at the opposite end, the 12th month, December, that is like, whoa, rolling in the door, in the dough, excuse me, billionaire status, like you make more money than you know what to do with kind of situation. Okay, so that's the scale. Those are the opposite poles of that. So let's kind of see what we got going on here with your future of your career, okay? As far as finances go. So Spirit, help guide us and give us information for what my Lily of the Valley crew needs to know. Okay, Spirit says middle. So we have November. Oh, damn. Okay, so you are going to be quite well off because you got the month of November here, which is just one shy of December. So you're pretty much on par with December, is what I'm going to stay what I'm going to state here for you, okay? So again, it's probably like being able to see these opportunities and really capitalize on them is really going to get you those huge, immense financial gains here. Okay, so let's shuffle and get some more cards to give us some more information and insight on finances related to your career here. Oh, oh no! Oh my gosh! All these cards just dropped. Okay. Excuse me for a moment while I pick all of these up. Spirit is like, okay, stop shuffling. You're done. I don't even remember the last time that happened when I was shuffling a deck. Okay, so let's get these cards out. We have the Four of Swords, the Empress, amazing, and Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so again, very, very clear. We've already touched on a lot of these things here. Empress, nourishment, creation. It's literally like whatever you touch turns to gold. Whatever your instinct and the risk and the combination of your gut and your brain is telling you, once you put your energy and focus there, once you invest money, time, resources in that, it's like bam, millionaire. Right? It's just like, you know which things you should be putting your time, money, and effort into, because it's going to like 10x your investment. And here with the Wheel of Fortune, again, this is like a lot of people would call what you have luck and good fortune. And to be honest, in some ways, yeah, it probably is that, right? Like you are just attracting these opportunities and you are just so confident and trusting in what your gut and intuition is telling you, and it's some of it is making a lot of sense to support your gut instinct, and you're just going for it, okay? And it's like you just go in with this mindset like this is going to be a success, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, it is a success, right? It's like you just set that tone and that intention from the beginning once you've made your choice, and it's like there's no other outcome other than what you set the intention on, okay? And with this Four of Swords energy here, all it is really telling me is just to let you know, like, hey, you don't gotta worry about money, right? It's like some people, they have all these different problems in their life, things that they have to overcome and deal with in this lifetime, in this journey, and money isn't gonna be one of them for you, okay? Like you can rest easy, you can just be chillaxing like this lamb here. Like you don't ever have to worry about money and finances and making sure you have food on the table and a nice place to stay. All right. So let me know in the comments down below what resonated with you in your reading. What are you calling into your reality, into your future timeline here? And of course, I invite you to like and subscribe to this channel if you're feeling the vibes and the energy. You can click this link right up here if you want to go to another reading. But I also wanted to offer and just let everyone be aware that I've been called by Spirit to do more coaching, some one-on-one work with people to kind of fulfill my purpose and journey. So if you are in that position where you want to make exponential and big strides in your personal development, self-improvement, spiritual awakening path, then there is a link in the description box below to book a discovery call with me to see how I can serve you, how we can work together to bring your manifestations and dreams into reality, to actualize your goals. So I look forward to connecting with all of you that feel called to that space. But otherwise, sending you all so much love and cosmic hugs. This was such a pleasure doing this reading for you all. See you again soon. Bye.